you know, it's certain shit they ain't gonna speak on because they're very passive. But everybody ain't passive. It's some motherfuckers that, you know, they'll go for anything, but everybody ain't going for anything. It's some motherfuckers that, you know, they ain't really gonna speak up on shit or stand on nothing. But everybody ain't like that, right? So I'm just mentioning a few things just so y'all can be clear. See multiple perspectives. And a lot of y'all, when y'all talk about certain topics or subjects, you know, y'all come on my page with the intent to debate. Like with the intent to, let me just express, you know what I'm saying, my side of it, which is cool. I ain't never got no problem with that. But y'all don't be realizing that as soon as y'all comment or we, you know, see y'all start to put in y'all 2 cents, we can tell that most of your life or most of the way that you process stuff is one-sided. You lack the ability to be able to see things from multiple perspectives. And this is the reason why you struggle to maintain healthy relationships. You don't struggle to maintain a relationship. You struggle to maintain healthy relationships. So you can hold on to them toxic ones. You can re-fuck a nigga or a bitch that don't respect you or give a fuck about you or half the time don't care to listen to your ass. But you struggle to maintain relationships that are healthy ones. You struggle to be able to work through conflict because you can only see things your way. So for example, when I be asking y'all questions about co-parenting situations or relationships, and you can only tell it from a perspective of, here is what happened, I was right, they was wrong, they're a fucked up person, and that's what it is. And most people in the world are not just fucked up people. A lot of times it be misunderstandings and lack of communication, unable to see things from multiple perspectives that cause conflict or problems, to where when you are emotional or when you're one-sided, that's how you perceive it to be. You view it to be you being the fucking angel and they are the devil or the demon. And that's not the way things be going. So to bring it down just a little bit more layman for some of y'all, a little bit more ghetto for some of y'all, when I be asking y'all about relationships, I ask, you know, okay, well, you know what happened? Why you ain't with your ex? Or why you ain't with your baby mama? Or why you ain't with your baby daddy? Y'all tell the story as though you were just this damsel in distress or this Christian that was just minding their business and following every word in the Bible, and this person came along and they were just Satan himself, and they took you all up and through there. But you teach people how to treat you based on what you allow. And what you allow is a reflection of your self-esteem. The stuff you sit in and the shit that you involve yourself in and the things you allow people to do is a direct reflection of how you view yourself. And see, y'all think that people dumb. Y'all think that we don't get it. And you think we gonna sit and listen to these stories and believe this. Even when I ask y'all about co-parenting situations, you know, what's going on, why you and the mama don't communicate, why y'all don't exchange the kid in a normal fashion to be able to both raise them, why don't y'all consider each other viewpoints and shit like that, and y'all just, oh, he crazy, oh, she crazy, man, love the bitch dumb. Love, I'm telling you, man, he ain't right. He just not a good person. He just a deadbeat. Man, she a pussy asshole. And y'all think that. Now, there's some people, because I can tell the fact that y'all say this with y'all chest and from y'all diaphragm, that there are people around y'all that they just go for this. But then there are those of us in the world that we know, and that's cap. It's cap. In every situation, there is responsibility on both ends for why things get way far off track. So when y'all tell stories or y'all paint pictures of things being way far off track, we know them bitches got off track from not just the other person's actions and the things that they did and said, but also yours. Your lack of, or too much you laying on, or your inability to just see stuff from a different perspective. So a perfect example, I did a one-on-one with a lady and she was telling me about her co-parenting situation. And she was explaining why her and the kid's dad don't get along. And the way she kept telling it, you know, I asked her finally, I'm like, listen, so if I was talking to him, right? Because she claimed, you know how y'all get, anything a bitch tell y'all as a solution, you would tell them they already tried, that you already tried it, right? Bitch give y'all, okay, you need to approach it like this, do that. I already did that. And he still ain't blah. Y'all already tried that. Yep, I already tried to give him the kids love. It ain't work. Yep, I already did that. Yep, I already managed my emotions. Yep, I already talked to him. Yep, love, I already did that. Yep, right? So if you already did this, right? You're talking to a real bitch, right? If you already did this, I'm knowing it's going to be certain stuff you're going to be able to describe like vividly. So I hit y'all with the number one question. If I was talking to him right now, be him. Right? Because if you say you talk to him, you had a real bitch, grown bitch conversation. You ain't bitter. You ain't, you know, in your feelings and shit. You already put your feelings aside. You manage your emotions. You got your goals in. You been looking at you and working on you. And you already tried to have an adult conversation. And it's just him. He just don't get it. He's a fuck nigga, a bitch ass nigga, a deadbeat. It's not going to work, love. I'm telling you. And that's why the kids don't get to go here. If you already tried it, right? When I ask y'all to be him and describe to me what he would say is the issue. What are some things that he would say about you is a problem? You can't do it. You can't describe it. The phone get quiet. You start oohing and umming. You start dancing and talking in circles, trying to get me to just go back to what you said about him. No. I heard everything you said from your perspective. I heard it. I ain't even saying I disagree. Sounds like a fuck nigga to me. We can agree on that part. Now let's put that to the side. Take that out of the conversation. Don't bring it up about what you think. If you sat down and talked to this person with an open mind and an open heart, you don't got to agree. So girl, listen, when you telling me this, you don't have to agree with what he's saying is the issue. But just explain to me, if I was talking to your baby daddy right now and not you, what would he be saying? Is you don't know, bitch, because you never actually listened to it. You never sat down without your feelings on the front of your brain. You never talked to a nigga with your perspective to the side to really get an idea of what the fuck they trying to say. We ain't even saying they right. I ain't even saying a nigga makes sense. I just want you to tell me what he would say about this same situation if I was talking. You can't do it, bitch. You can't do it. Because none of the stuff that you trying to tell me that you actually did you fucking do. But y'all think everybody be dumb. Y'all think everybody be stupid. Y'all think everybody be silly. Y'all think everybody go for y'all lame ass, victim playing ass, I was just a damsel in distress and a fuck nigga tried me ass stories. And oh, I ain't done, because y'all niggas would do it too. I would talk to some of y'all dudes. Y'all get in my inbox quick, write them paragraphs, want to know like, what do I think about your baby mama based on all this fuck shit that you saying that she did. And bro, I believe you. I believe she did every bit of it. But as soon as I go to asking y'all, okay, if I was talking to her right now, bro, about this same shit, about the same situations with your jit, with what happened with the birthday party, with what happened over the summer, with what happened with y'all relationship, what would she tell me is your issue or the issue? And you can't tell me. I don't know what that bitch say, man. The bitch crazy. But I thought you said you talked to her, bro. I thought you said you put your feelings to the side and you had a conversation with her, because I'm telling you this is what you need to do. And you telling me you already did it, my G. So if you already did it, how the fuck you can't explain her perspective? We ain't even saying the whole right. I'm just saying, explain to me what she would say. Explain to me and explain it where it matches these situations. Because a lot of y'all, you think I'm dumb, trying to just tell me anything, and it don't match up with the scenarios that y'all told me. That's how I know you're making the shit up. Everybody ain't dumb. Everybody don't go for that stupid ass shit y'all be saying. When you are a well-rounded person and you are willing to sit and put your feelings to the side and operate in a space where I'm trying to work through conflict, I'm willing to compromise. You are somebody that you're capable and you're able, and you have been able to, you have done it, where you've sat down with a person, and even though you disagree with them, you are able to receive their point of view and you can re-explain it because you actually understood it. Not y'all niggas and bitches. Y'all don't be doing none of that, but y'all would like to tell me that y'all have. And this is why the fuck I be laying y'all out on these motherfucking lies, because y'all think everybody dumb. We'll be talking about the situations with kids, and the bitch be wanting me to believe this nigga just abandoned his child out of the blue for no reason at all. Everything was good in the beginning of the relationship. Y'all broke up, and now he just don't fuck with the kid. Girl, tell that stuff you said in them arguments. I'm not saying it's right what he doing, but tell the shit that led up to the behavior. Explain that you got caught in some situations that looked like you was fucking around, and dude started to not believe that the baby belonged to him, and y'all argued and shit, and on some occasions where he sold you out, you sold out back and said, fuck nigga, that's why the baby ain't yours. And then you know you saying this out of just trying to boss up on a nigga, and it really is his, and this is what created that little bit of wear. Explain this shit for real, because I'm grown, I'm mature, I'm a real bitch. I'm gonna give you the real in the end, but stop thinking I'm dumb. Stop thinking I'm dumb. Stop thinking I don't know that y'all ain't told these niggas in the heat of the argument that you don't need them. You'll be fine by yourself. And then now fast forward when you realize that statement was not true and you actually need some help raising those children. You never went back and apologized. And that is why y'all can't get the fuck along. Nigga, tell the fucking truth that your ass done said some shit or did some fucked up shit to that girl to where she really believing that you don't need to be around her or the kid. I'm not saying she's right, but just be real when y'all be explaining these stories. Please tell the truth that when you got pregnant, you was fucking another nigga and him, and the real reason why he does not actually step up for the kid is because you played for a while on getting a DNA test because you didn't want people to know you was that type of chick in that particular season. And that is the real reason why John Daddy looks like a deadbeat. But y'all don't want to. Y'all think I'm just gonna believe these one-sided ass stories that y'all fucking tell. Everybody ain't dumb. Everybody not y'all mama them. Everybody not gonna go to their deathbed with secrets that don't sound right when y'all be trying to make it the truth and we knowing it's more to it. Girl, we know that y'all mama them got 3 and 4 kids that don't look like them. The daddy light-skinned as fuck. The kid dark as fuck. The mama light-skinned kid come out jet black. And y'all want us to believe that that's Daddy Earl baby. We knowing your mama keeping a secret. And see, because your mother raised you, your grandmama, your nana raised you on going to the grave with them whole secrets. Y'all think a real bitch like me gonna listen to y'all on her live. And I'm not gonna do that. Y'all great-great-grandma got 7 kids and 2 of them don't belong to y'all granddaddy and they've been married for 55 years and we knowing grandma fuck, but she'll never let y'all say that about her because that'll be wrong and disrespectful. So we knowing that y'all got it in y'all to keep secrets to the death. Stop playing with us with these co-parenting situations. Stop playing with us with these failed relationship reasons. Tell the truth, my guy. Tell the truth, girl, when you get on my page because I ain't going for it. Everybody ain't dumb. A lot of y'all was raised to be flawed and fake. A lot of y'all grew up where your mother made you feel uncomfortable when you went with your daddy and came back and was excited or had positive stories about going with him. So you had to suppress it. Your mama taught you how to play both sides. She taught you how to go around a nigga and pretend like you ain't really into what's going on because it's going to hurt her feelings if you act too excited about your father. And some of y'all niggas, it's the same way. So this is why growing up, you do your children the same way. Y'all got to be honest about some of these situations. A lot of y'all niggas, bruh, you had your baby mama pregnant and another bitch too. And the girl been scarred since she found out she was pregnant. And is it immature to keep you away from the baby? Of course. Is it dead wrong? Of course. But when you tell these stories to me, stop telling it like you was just there since the baby was born. The girl don't got no reason to be upset. And she just a pussy asshole playing with your jit. Please stop. Because, sir, I agree with you on parental alienation. But what I will not agree with is you sitting up here telling the story one-sided, my guy. I'm knowing it's more to it. And then y'all be, man, I did try to talk to her. You never actually put your emotions to the side, your pride, your ego, and try to actually get the other person's viewpoint to come to a real compromise because y'all don't be grown, but y'all want us to be dumb. I'm not that, my guy. I'm not. This is why when y'all get on my page, well, love, everybody's situation ain't like that, duh, bitch. I know that. But clearly yours is because you're so triggered trying to convince us that it's not. We know you hoes be fucking just like these niggas be fucking. We know you bitches don't be knowing who y'all baby daddies is at first. Sometimes too, just like these niggas don't be knowing if the baby be theirs or not. We know it. And a real bitch like me, I don't actually give 2 fucks about that part. I be looking for y'all to be real. It be the one-sided stories for me. It be the moment that you ask them to explain. Not that we're going to agree, but just explain to me what the other person is actually going to say about you. And you can't explain it because you never actually sat there and listened to it. You never did give it a real try on conflict resolution. You never did try to work that shit out for the sake of your kids having both parents. Oh, you been bitter and broken and scarred from the time the trauma situation occurred. Nigga, you been in your feelings and running around being immature since the baby was motherfucking born. This is why the fuck you can't even give me real reasons why your baby mama operating the way she is, or your baby daddy acting the way he is, or your ex feel the way he feels. Y'all don't be wanting to hear this shit. And I know it's generational curses for a lot of y'all. Because like I said, this is how y'all parents operated. Some of y'all, you knew your daddy wasn't your daddy. But you weren't never going to be able to say nothing because your mama was going to act like you was wrong. So of course you don't know how to be real. You was raised by a flaw bitch. And see, I'm just real enough to say it. Y'all know in these families, it be shit you can't even bring up. Or the old person gonna act like you damn near killed them. Start talking about what the fuck the Bible say. When we telling y'all, wait a minute, it don't look like Daddy Earl, my daddy. Why I don't look like him? Grandma, why she look different than all these? They don't want you to ask a fuck thing. And this is why y'all grow up and y'all don't want a bitch to really call y'all out on nothing. I ain't tripping, but stop telling us them lies. Yeah, they be knowing. And then when you don't know, it's because your ass ain't never sat down and tried to understand. But be trying to tell, I already did that. What if you manage your emotions, love? What if you already got your goals set? What if you already been working on you and the nigga still just won't do right? And the nigga still just won't. Okay, so tell me, if I was talking to him, what he would say is the issue. Can't explain it. Because you never actually listen. Bitch, you never actually been working on nothing. You just want a bitch to believe that you have. Y'all be so fucking flawed. And then y'all be thinking everybody be dumb. This is what I'm saying on this live. Y'all genuinely be feeling like we all dumb and we believe that shit. That's why y'all will give me a motherfucking death threat when I start talking about some real shit. No, some stuff, it don't be about moving on from. Some stuff you got to really ask yourself, am I willing to be a well-rounded person? Because see, what a lot of y'all wasn't taught growing up is that in order to operate and coexist in social circles and in relationships and in family units with more than 2 and 3 people, you have to be willing to put your perspective to the side and get an understanding of how other people view things and be okay with that. Y'all don't ever do that. Y'all just want to be a victim. And it's a lot of people, they dumb enough to go for that. But a bitch like me, y'all on the wrong bitch page. Because it's not going to work out. I'm just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Y'all be telling shit like everybody's stupid. Then a lot of y'all, you know, you done been a parent for so long, you think everybody dumb like your child. Y'all kids be the only ones that be sitting up there going for that stupid ass shit y'all be saying. They be the only ones believing y'all on, oh, your daddy is just a deadbeat and he don't actually want you no more. They be the only ones going for that. Real people that's out here living and knowing that most relationships fail from misunderstandings, lack of communication, people's inability to manage their emotions, their inability to see things from the other person's perspective and just always feel like they right. We knowing it's the real reasons that co-parenting situations go wrong, relationships fail. Don't nobody be believing that shit y'all be saying but them slow ass kids y'all raising. The ones that have to ask y'all before they can go in the refrigerator. The motherfuckers that y'all pick their outfits out and then make a post and dress them up and say that you parent of the year because of that. Them the only motherfuckers that actually be believing them bum ass stories y'all be telling them. There is a lot of us, like bitch, we do not be going for that. That shit do not be making no sense. The stuff do not be adding up. The math do not be mathing. The situations do not be situationing. And then y'all love to get mad at me when I speak on it. Y'all be so upset, don't want a bitch to talk about it like we don't know what the fuck going on. It be a lot of people, y'all think we dumb to the idea that some of y'all, as soon as y'all start describing your story, I be knowing. Somebody said 2 of my kids' dads are deadbeats, and my kids eat what they want. So you attract deadbeats. So I want y'all to take a look at her name, and I want y'all to understand that there is something in her inner with her self-esteem that allows her to lay down with men that their character is poor enough to be a deadbeat. Because you got to understand, what you sit in is a reflection of what the fuck you got going on. What you keep repeating is a reflection of shit going on with you. That's like me saying, the stove was hot once and I burnt my hand. So I touched that bitch again and it was hot again and it burnt my hand. And I touched that bitch again. And I want y'all to just listen to the part about the stove hot. That's all I want to tell people. The stove hot. The stove hot. Hey, y'all, the stove hot. Hey, the stove hot. But baby daddy deadbeat. He a deadbeat. I got 2 of them. They're deadbeat. How about I'm dumb? I went through one deadbeat and picked another deadbeat. I don't pick right. Something is wrong with me along with them. They deadbeats, but I'm a dumb bitch that keep picking deadbeats when it comes to relationships. And yep, my kids do eat what they want. Tell the story full circle. That's all I'm saying on this whole. I ain't even disagreeing that them niggas ain't. Tell that shit all the way through. Because the fact that you got 2 of them that's a deadbeat is a red flag about you. It's a red flag on them that they a deadbeat. Girl, if we meet them, we gonna be cautious. You don't take care of them kids you got with her. But we gonna watch your ass too. You and him in the same boat, bitch. The ship has sailed and both of y'all is on it. Gotta understand what y'all be saying. You're not on a dumb bitch page. Y'all tell these stories and somehow you think it gives you a better look by saying that I got my head slapped twice by 2 different niggas on the same thing. 2 hoes was able to run me out my money. This is what I'm telling y'all. It's a lot of people in the world that they dumb. But it's a lot of us that ain't. Y'all is on a real bitch page. Another reason why a lot of them niggas be deadbeats or acting a certain way with you and them kids is because a lot of y'all had the child right after a breakup and makeup. A breakup and makeup. You broke up. Y'all was selling each other out. You told that nigga you was done with him for whatever reason. He might have fucked with a bitch or 2. In his mind, you talked to a nigga or 2. Y'all got back together, started fucking again. You're pregnant. And there is this elephant in the room that you're not willing to confront. That the man genuinely feel like the baby might not be his. But a lot of y'all, when you're emotional, if a nigga even speak that, you act crazy. So if a nigga was to say what he really thinking, is that, wait a minute, bitch, we back together now, but I'm knowing good and goddamn well, you might have did fuck a nigga or 2 when we were separated, because you knowing I fucked a bitch or 2 when we were separated. But if I bring this up, this hoe gonna spaz out and act like I'm the devil if I actually say I want a DNA test on Lil John John. And then she might start acting funny. Some of y'all got to remember, you started acting funny with that man with the baby, and I ain't even saying you wrong, but it was because of this. Y'all had a baby after a breakup. The nigga, you know, felt some type of way, and maybe he was one of them bold niggas. He said something to your ass, and you immediately used it as a way to be a victim. How the fuck you gonna say that? Oh, let me tell y'all, this nigga trying to deny his baby, and bitch, we've been together for 5 years, but y'all broke up. You might ain't tell us that, but y'all had one of them little fake breakups where y'all text each other that y'all don't go together no more, and really you knowing you're gonna get back together, but he used that as a way to go get him some outside pussy. You might have texted a nigga or 2, and maybe you didn't fuck him. Maybe you did not give the pussy away, but the way the situation looks, it's a fair assumption that you might have, and you ain't even wrong if you did. So he ain't even wrong for saying that he think the baby might not be his, but you know y'all be dramatically, overly emotional, and if the nigga bring it up, oh nah, fuck you, me and my baby don't need your ass. I ain't taking shit, bitch. You don't want to claim or take your stupid ass on. You a deadbeat anyway. You ain't want to take care of the baby, and it turns into all of this, and from there y'all argue even more, and it gets in the space where y'all say all kind of crazy stuff, and now you a single mama. And you want to come on here and tell us that the nigga just a deadbeat. Tell the whole story. Tell the whole thing, because I ain't dumb. And this is exactly the things that I evaluate when I look at y'all comments on my posts. I'm not dumb. Although there are a lot of dumb people in the world, I'm not one of them. So when y'all come on my page and comment like she did, I got 2 deadbeat baby daddies, all it do is make me look at you like something is wrong with you. They might be deadbeats, but something is dead about your ass too. Because the comment is not looking alive. Y'all got to stop. I'm the the black sheep in my family, I confront old folks and all. So if you think I give a fuck about a bitch on a live crying about what a nigga did to them, I do not. I done confronted great grandmas and all. How come Uncle Earl and them look like this and they look like that? And why she's so much younger than them, but you said, oh, that's Auntie so-and-so and them kid, and you raised them like yours because she had the baby at 14, so somebody was raping somebody. Oh, so y'all didn't protect her. Oh, and the baby might be the other Uncle so-and-so. Oh, so y'all had a lot of fuck shit going on. But y'all want to tell me how to live my... I confront old folks and all about fucking family rumors and all kind of shit. So you think I give a fuck about confronting one of you bitches or you niggas on the live about some shit that don't make sense about y'all life? I do not, and I get paid to do it too. Come on now. I done sat down with my great grandma and asked about what the fuck she did with her pussy when it comes down to why people in the family don't fuck with other people in the family. When I tell you I break generational curses, if breaking generational curses was a person, it'd be me, bitch. I gives a fuck about an old person using the Bible or disrespect or any of that. I'm gonna get to the bottom of what the fuck's going on. Exactly. I don't give a fuck. I take a smack and all. I still want to know the answer. I ain't tripping. I know old people conditioned to want to beat and discipline through, you know, fear based on what they went through as slaves. I ain't tripping. Slap me. After you slap, I'm still gonna ask your ass the same shit. With all due respect, grandma, we don't look like them. They red and we jet black, but you and grandpa are light skinned. What in the fuck is going on? Somebody was fucking somebody outside of some marriages, because y'all motherfuckers been married since y'all was 17. Explain it. Explain it. And see, what y'all don't understand is, this is why the fuck when I get on these lives, I don't be caring about what the fuck y'all be saying. I don't go for these, oh, my baby daddy abandoned me in the baby ass stories. I know you bitches be lost in the head, overly emotional, lying about shit, won't tell the truth when you done fuck two niggas and don't know who the daddy is. I be knowing that. Same way I be knowing niggas that walk away from situations with kids and abandon their responsibility based on a bitch talking to them wrong. They be sensitive. They be tender dicks. I be knowing. In the same way I don't be believing you hoes. I don't be sitting up here listening to these niggas when they be trying to make it sound like my baby mama just did me oh so wrong. Nigga, you picked her, so what's wrong with you? You's a low self-esteem ass, rich ass nigga. You got good dick and low self-esteem. A lot of money and no real sense of leadership. This why the fuck you keep fucking with retarded hoes. Because mature niggas don't even give these bitches a chance. Yeah, now breathe. Breathe. Yeah, it'd be a red flag. But see, they don't realize that. They do not realize that. And then like a lot of y'all females, you know, like the one girl, you know, on the reel I did, y'all don't want to admit that, you know, y'all be overly emotional and making up stories in your head. A lot of y'all niggas don't want to admit that as a man, bro, you never had another man around to help raise you. So you got a lot of bitch tendencies, and this is why you pick the wrong type of bitches. Y'all don't want to admit this. So y'all don't realize when you telling your situation or what happened in your relationship, I'm seeing more of your character than the other person's character. You think you telling me something about what a bitch will or won't do. I'm already knowing the extent. I come from the motherfucking projects. I know what a hoe will do and what a nigga will do when they in their feelings. But I also understand psychology, and I'm college educated, and I understand when a bitch telling some shit from one side. And a lot of y'all don't realize you was raised to be flaw and fake. You was raised to be secretive. You was raised to set your family unit up where people just go for what you say, otherwise you gonna act out. For a lot of y'all dudes, I've been telling y'all, same way I tell females, you teach a bitch how to treat you based on what you tolerate. So for a lot of you niggas, half the behavior you get from your baby mama or the female you fucking with is because you allowed that shit from jump. You was weak for pussy in front of the beginning. You let a bitch handle you a certain type of way. So this is why, my guy, when you've matured and now you want different, you can't get a bitch to see you no different. She don't respect you and she ain't gonna respect you. And a woman is not gonna submit to a nigga that don't respect you because see, you done allowed too much disrespectful ass shit. Y'all be done set up for the first 2-3 years of a jit life and let a bitch play with y'all about y'all kid. Let a bitch threaten y'all with child support and you show signs of fear of this. Y'all done let hoes sit on welfare and while you working and contributing, even if you contributing less than her, she getting hers from the fucking welfare system from working people and you let a bitch talk to you any kind of way and make you believe she the GOAT for taking care of kids off of government assistance money. Like, bitch, you done let a bitch try you. Like, that's why you ain't never finna get a bitch to view you any different. You don't let a mama step in with the same mentality and talk to you like that. And as a man, you've backed yourself into that corner that you in. I know too much for some of y'all. For some of y'all, I know way too much. And that's why I bother you when y'all be on these lies. Because I can see through a lot of shit. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. I seen a lady type a long comment on my reel about or on my live about government assistance. I agree with a lot of what you say, but we in 2022 and you can't just live off the government like that. A lot of assistance you can't even get without working. Bitch, shut up. Girl, I come from the motherfucking projects. I know hoes right now. They balling better than some of y'all, and them bitches ain't worked a day in their motherfucking life since they had a goddamn baby. Bitch, they get food stamps, cash assistance, housing, fuck with drug dealers, cheat them out their motherfucking money, and have another nigga on child support, have 2 niggas taking care of 1 baby, and the baby don't belong to neither one of them motherfuckers. I know some bitches get the fuck over. What world do you bitches live in? It's definitely 2022, and the shit y'all think a bitch gonna be dumb and believe, it's not. What the fuck's going on? Y'all be sitting around, y'all think a bitch just supposed to listen to what y'all say. I know some niggas that's some deadbeats and hide that shit very well. I know some niggas that's some good dads and look like a deadbeat based on what the fuck their baby mama go around telling people. I know some niggas right now for a fact they take great care of their kids. But if you got the story from just their baby mama, you would honestly believe, it would honestly look like the nigga don't do shit. But see, y'all think everybody be dumb. So y'all come on the bitch page thinking I'm one of your dumb homegirls or homeboys and try to tell a story from a one-sided perspective and think I'm going to sit there and listen to it. This be too real for some of y'all. So somebody said, no offense to you, but since you keeping it a beam, why is it cool for y'all to bring a child into the world but not stay with that one person? So just so you can have some clarity, like this is, and this is just me offering you some logic. We are in the day and age where people are not being raised up, where they're given the social skills and they have seen examples of healthy and positive relationships to know how to be in one or maintain healthy social relationships. So people are being set up from the time they graduate high school and are pushed out of their households to fail when it comes to socializing and relationships, especially in the urban community. So there are going to be plenty of situations where people are fucking irresponsibly and they don't have the skills to even stick it out and work through conflict. This is why you're seeing so many children, you know, or women, as you asked, having kids by somebody and not staying with them. It ain't about it being right or wrong. It's just what's going on in the world. This is why you see people like me that understand the root of the problem. Because what you just said is not the root. The root is when you don't see examples, healthy and positive and fruitful examples of relationships and marriages, you don't have anything in your paradigms, your inner beliefs, your unconscious mind. You don't have anything in there that's going to steer you towards wanting to be married and be in a relationship. This is why you see so many people walking around claiming they don't care about being single. They don't worry about being married. They can do good all by themselves. It's to the point where even in rap songs and in music, we glorify the idea of just being self-made, meaning not valuing family, not being worried about the idea of building with somebody. It's just all about how well can you do by yourself. That's why so many women that they believe there is pride and more honor in being a single mom than it is to be a married woman or in a relationship where you co-parent healthy and admit that you need help from a male figure to raise your children. What you just asked me about, although you may have thought it was, it's not the root of the problem. It starts with generational curses. It starts with the idea that most of the shit that we want out of niggas and bitches in relationships, where would they have gotten the skill from? Half of them were raised where they tell a story of not having a father around. So you got to think about this, right? Because I'm telling y'all, I am able to view things from multiple perspectives. Some of you guys are not. So the idea is for every person that tells me they were raised by a single woman, if they don't speak to me about male resources they had, I'm already knowing there is a bunch of shit in them that is missing. When we talk about being a well-rounded, healthy person. If you grew up in your entire upbringing, you never saw your mother, the single woman that raised you, maintain a healthy relationship with a man, and you can give me no ideas in your family where you saw examples of a healthy relationship of a black couple or someone that looks like you being married and honoring one another and respecting one another through conflict, I know that you don't know how to do it just off of you telling me that you were raised in a certain atmosphere. A lot of y'all niggas that you grow up, and if you don't add into your story where you got around a grown, successful man doing something positive, I'm knowing a bitch taught you everything that you know. So although you may still be a good person, you got bitch ways and whole tendencies because a bitch taught you everything that you fucking know. Y'all don't realize you tell more about yourself when you tell these struggle stories than you think you tell it. A lot of y'all men, you don't realize I deserve a period in my life where I get around some men. Even to these women, y'all don't speak up and explain. I talk to so many women that they really be upset on the phone and emotional because the man didn't view the scenario how they viewed it. He didn't move how she felt like he was supposed to move. And I'm sitting there in my mind like, a woman that has a man that moves exactly how she moves is a woman that's with another woman. How can you expect a man to view and solve things and go about stuff the same way you would? You're a female. He's a male. Why would you want a man to view things exactly how you want a nigga with a bitch mind? I don't understand it. Love, he act like he don't understand what I'm saying. I just don't see why he even went about it that way from the beginning. Because he's a man and you're a woman, and men aren't supposed to go about things the way that women do. Are you saying you want a nigga that's a bitch? I'm confused. But this is the stuff y'all don't think long enough to evaluate. Makes no sense. Y'all be upset that niggas don't go about and view things the way that y'all do. So if we just make all the dudes do everything the way that we would, that would make us all females. That's what y'all want? And then y'all niggas, y'all ain't no better because I don't hear y'all telling these hoes this. Y'all just sit there, the bitch talking a mile a minute, going about, offer this bitch some real logic. Hey, listen, you absolutely right. I don't think like you. You're 100% correct. I don't view it the way you view it because guess what? I'm a man. Grab your nuts. Stand up. Let the bitch know I'm never going to view it like that because I'm not pussy. Then y'all want to get on a call with me and make me believe it's just all the females' fault. No, my G. You was raised by just a woman, and you used to that. You used to that as a young child, sitting there and letting a black female fuss at you because that was your mama. So now you grow up, and because you never had a father around, a man to show you how to hold your ground in these situations with women, all you know is to be comfortable with the situation you and your mom had because that's your experience with women. So fast forward, you living with a bitch in her house. She talking to you how your mama used to talk to you when you was 17. And it's really fucking with your ego and your inner, but you don't know how to stand up and be a man because your mama never exposed you to a man that showed you how to stand up and be a man in these situations. And you want me, my guy, to believe that it's all the woman's fault. It's not, sir. Sir, it's not. It absolutely is not. Because see, once you got a grown man, you needed to realize at some point, I was raised by a woman, but I am a man. And now it's time for me to get around some men and figure out how the fuck to be a man. Because a woman cannot teach you that. A lot of y'all females, your son gonna grow up a bitch. And I ain't talking about his sexual preference because people can like what the fuck they want to like, be who they want to be in the bedroom, be attracted to whatever they want. I mean a bitch as far as his ways, meaning he will be a man that his character is that of a woman and it will not allow him to be able to thrive in this world as a man. And you are okay with that. The reason why you're okay is not because you verbally said you were okay. It is because you run off every nigga that come around. You lack the ability to sit down and discipline yourself and focus on fixing the social things in you, the character in you that doesn't allow you to mix with a male figure for your children and your young sons to actually have a father figure. Because it doesn't even have to be their father. But the fact that you can't get along with their dad or any other dad for that matter, you are the problem, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say to niggas is. Like that girl just got on here and said she got 2 deadbeats. That makes even her lesser of a bitch. The fact that you can't find them kids a man to help raise them and be a well-rounded adult. Because you get the well-roundedness from being around men and women. Get them kids some male mentors. But see, you got to be able to interact with a grown man in order to do that. You ain't even got to be fucking them. You got to have enough submissiveness in you to coexist with the grown man for your children to be able to get experience with the grown man. Yeah, your baby daddy's deadbeats, but you part of the problem too, bitch. You're part of the problem too. And this is stuff that your grandma or your auntie or your mama is not going to tell you. And I know y'all don't like me when I be talking like this, but I give no fucks. I told y'all I've confronted old people in my family and didn't give a fuck. So you think I give a fuck about your feelings on this live? I don't. So somebody said, what about a man that isn't treating you right? So my question back to you, honey, would be, why are you still considering trying to find out more about dealing with a man that ain't treating you right? If you've concluded from your view, this is why y'all don't be realizing y'all got self-esteem issues, right? If you can tell me of sane and sound mind that the man is not treating you right, you know this because you typed this on a live with over 1,000 people. So clearly you have a confident demeanor towards that statement. That the man is not treating you right, right? You know this. What is wrong with you that you don't value yourself enough to walk away and not even ask that question? Why do we even have to answer the question of what if he's not treating you right? Do you deserve better treatment? If the answer is yes, why are you still in a situation with somebody that's treating you not like you want to be treated or bad? You must don't really believe, you must don't have enough self-esteem or self-worth for you to realize I can actually pull better. I told y'all, with the victim ass sorry stories y'all tell, it tells more about you than what you think it tells. Y'all be talking shit about other people, but don't realize you showing your hand. You gotta really think about this, right? If we playing a card game, or if we playing poker, and I expose all the cards that's left in the deck, and I also tell what's in all of y'all hand, I talk about y'all and what's in y'all hand, guess what I'm also telling? What's in my hand. Because once I expose what's in the deck and what all y'all got in y'all hand, all you got to do is look at what cards ain't a part of that, and you know that's the ones I'm holding. See, that's where y'all go wrong. Y'all think everybody dumb. And see, I'm a bitch. I know how to evaluate the whole motherfucking table. I know your entire hand based on what you telling about everybody else that you involved with. For you to sit here and know that a nigga is not treating you well, but you still want information on him, it shows that your self-esteem is low and you don't actually believe you could do better. Because if you believed you could do better, you've been up out of there and that wouldn't even be a question, my girl. Showing your hand, baby girl. Y'all got to remember, you not on a dumb bitch page. I'm not one of these people that's ran by generational curses and shit that a motherfucker just told me without me using my own brain. Why do y'all get on here and think I'm just gonna believe what the fuck y'all saying when I'm knowing most people operate from a triggered space? The things they say is in an effort to hide other things that's really the root. Exactly. If I expose what's in the deck and I tell what's in all y'all hand, we know it's only so many cards in a deck, bitch. We can see what's left over if we got half a brain. But see, a lot of y'all don't realize when you ask questions like what she asked, I'm knowing as a real bitch, you're not leaving because either you have low self-esteem or he's not actually treating you bad. Accountability be a motherfucker. It's the first line of my book. And by the way, you can go on Amazon and order it. BB, I appreciate it. So somebody said, when you try to communicate and the other person stays silent and can't communicate, what's next? So a lot of y'all got to really understand that some people, based on their own insecurities and their own lack of having communication skills, they will stonewall you, because that's what that's called, in a conversation, or shut you out based on what's going on with them. The other side of it is a lot of y'all be with people that your demeanor, your overly emotional state, or your inability to receive and accept someone else's viewpoint, even though it may be different than yours, sucks. So they don't feel comfortable speaking to you. Some of y'all need to really consider the fact that you are not a person that is a safe space to communicate with. So yes, I will admit, I don't communicate well with you. I do sit there and be quiet and let you talk most of the time. Know why? Because when I do speak, you belittle me, or you use certain manipulation tactics in the conversation to flip around or reverse what I'm trying to say. You make me feel like when I speak, I'm not making sense, so I don't want to talk to you. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. A lot of y'all kids feel like that about y'all. They can't say it to y'all because you will whoop them, but a bitch like me, I don't give a fuck. When I talk to a lot of y'all children just out and about in the community and seeing some of y'all kids on the internet, they can't talk to y'all. Yeah, you they mama and you feed and clothe them and you go to work and you pay the bills, and I know you think that's enough and that makes you the GOAT. But in all reality, if the kids you birth can't be comfortable enough to express uncomfortable shit with you, you ain't doing your job, ho. In the relationships, niggas don't want to be communicating with y'all. Ain't with your kids, the kids don't be want to tell y'all shit. A lot of y'all niggas like that as well. The girl not gonna open up to you, bruh, because you're not well-rounded. Them narcissistic ass ways and the way you take a bitch conversation and flip it around, or the way you deflect. A lot of y'all, you good at deflecting. A bitch try to talk to you about one thing, you start talking about some other shit in an effort to avoid accountability. And this is why the fuck, my guy, the girl just sit there and look at your stupid ass every time you try to talk about some shit. You're not a safe space for a person to be vulnerable and communicate with. And then some of y'all, you so disrespectful with the way you communicate. Of course I don't want to talk to you, ho. I'm going to sit right here on the bed and let your dumb ass walk through here and say all that stupid ass shit you be saying. Because you ain't going to listen to a nigga's side anyway. So talk to your motherfucking self. I don't give a fuck. When I leave here, I got another bitch that'll suck this dick and I can go confide in her about your dumb ass. And she okay with being a side bitch, so nobody gives a fuck. And you got low self-esteem, so I still be able to come back here and bust you down as well. And as much as you sell me out to make it seem like you're better than this, you actually ain't going nowhere. You just like the bitch on this live earlier that said, well, what if he treats you bad? Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. So somebody said your relationship must be perfect or has to be perfect. My relationship ain't perfect. I'm not a perfect person. The difference is I'm aware of a lot of shit that most people not. And like I told y'all on that other live, in my relationship, I'm a safe space for my man to express whatever he wants, even if it's stuff I don't like or I'm uncomfortable with. I'm willing to sit there and hear that man out. And when I hear things that I don't like or disagree with, I don't go to acting funny. I'm going to still suck that dick and lick on them balls, and you can still get this pussy. I'm going to still fix your plate. We can still lay down and spoon and watch a movie. I'ma still support you because we in this together when it's comfortable and when it's uncomfortable. We go through shit, but the difference is there is respect, and I'ma submit to that man, and he gonna be able to conquer this pussy and his mind and all of that in his home in a safe space. And I understand the hierarchy of family. So he comes first, and then me, and then the children. And we all have a mutual respect for one another. And he's a safe space for me. I'm able to go and be vulnerable and speak on stuff. And when he's wrong, he's going to be accountable. We ain't perfect, but there is accountability. And this is something that y'all wasn't raised on. So you wouldn't understand it. A lot of you bitches never got the chance to see both sides, and you're not seeking the information on it. So you'll never understand. I used the word conquer on one of my videos. One lady talking about, oh, I agree with everything you said, but I don't like that word conquer. You've never been with a real man either. Because when I tell you it feel good for a nigga to conquer this pussy, conquer this mindset, conquer this energy, all of that, you hoes ain't living. Y'all keep saying y'all outside, but bitch, you outside for the wrong reasons. But it's something you will never understand if you ain't in the presence of a man that allows you to be vulnerable. He's a safe space. Home is a protective space for both of y'all. And a lot of y'all don't realize the reason why you can't get right in your everyday life out in the world is because at home you don't feel important. Shit started to get confused in the world. I tell my man, come home. He going back and forth with a bitch too much or a nigga too much about a business deal. Hey, listen, come on. Because over here, we all fuck with you. Get from around them people. When he walk in the house, everybody excited to see him. The motherfucking dogs and all. When a person has a space to come and they know they important there, a bitch could take on the world, but y'all don't understand this. And it's the same for me. I can get on here and listen to a bitch call me every name in the book in some comments, and I really don't be giving a fuck. I just use it to market. Because when I go home, everybody excited to see me. The dogs and all, bitch. If we had a fish, the motherfuckers would be glad to see me come through the motherfucking door. Kissing on the goddamn glass. When you a king and a queen in your own household, you can take on shit in the world, and the stuff that other people say won't even bother you. My nigga be so glad to see me, I could give a fuck what another bitch got to say. My children look up to me. Y'all kids walk around looking up to other people. My jits, I'm so transparent with them. They glad to see me. They glad to talk to me. They glad to be a part. My kids bump my music. They repeat my lines. They explain. My daughter told my niece the other day, bitch, my mama raw. Raw. My mama raw as hell. Y'all kids go around complaining about y'all. My kids walk around bragging about me. And it ain't because I fed them and clothed them. It's not because of that. It's not because I bossed them around. I practice gentle parenting. Nobody gets their ass whooped in my household. None of that. Then I be trying to get y'all the game on these lies. Y'all motherfuckers come on here trying to, but what about? Well, I don't agree with that. I could give a fuck